All right, everyone, I am pretty excited. I've got another brand new watch that just came in the mail today. This is going to be the unboxing of a Seiko micro brand. So if you're not familiar with micro brands, Seiko actually sells their parts to other companies, and then these other companies make their own watches, and most of the time they are homages or tributes to other watches. So the watch I bought today is from a micro brand called Heimdallr, and the watch itself is the Sea Ghost. So let's get into this box. It's a good amount of packing. All right, so Heimdallr. This is a Chinese company, and they use Seiko parts. So the actual watch itself, though, is an homage to the Omega James Bond No Time to Die 007 watch. And I did an unboxing of a custom watch just a couple of weeks ago. I'll show you that now. This watch was made by a French company, and it was a custom mod as an homage, and I liked it so much I was like, let's see what other how other companies kind of explore this style of homage. So the box is nice. Has their shark logo. Oh wow. It is nice. Looks like that. Does have the plastic cling wrap that most watches have around the face to protect it. So let's open that up. Very nice. All right, let's talk about this Heimdallr Sea Ghost. So this is a very interesting watch. I purchased this specifically because it is an homage to the Omega Seamaster James Bond No Time to Die watch, which I really think is cool. This, however, is brilliant because it's $230 and it's low risk. If I break it, I don't care. It's $230. If it turns out to be junk, I don't care. It's $230. What I like about it is the way it looks. So it comes with this Milanese band. The color scheme is amazing. It's just what I'd wanted. The case itself is titanium. The indices are applied, so that's very cool. It has a sapphire crystal, which is nice. This is what they call a top hat crystal, which means it is a little bit taller than the bezel itself. It uses the NH35A Seiko caliber movement. So what that means is the internals, the inside, is a Seiko watch. The mechanism is the same movement, same caliber as you'll find in most of the Seiko watches. So the NH35A is the same as the 4R35. It does have a date window down here in the bottom, which is really unique. Most of the time you'll find your date and window movements at the 3 o'clock or down at the 4 o'clock position or somewhere in between. So the wheel on this, the date wheel, is actually blacked out to match the face, which is pretty darn cool. The helium release valve is functional. However, I have no intention of ever using it. I'm not going to be scuba diving that deep. And if I were ever going to go scuba diving, this is not the watch I would choose. The NH35 movement is pretty awesome. It is a automatic winding watch, but if you unscrew the crown a little bit, you can wind it yourself. This is also a hackable watch. So if you pull the crown all the way out, you'll notice that second hand has stopped ticking, and that allows you to synchronize with another watch. Press the crown back in, and your second hand starts ticking again. The case is grade 3 titanium. The bezel is aluminum. And I've actually noticed a problem with this bezel. It is concerning. When I go to rotate the bezel, you'll see it is binding. So my question is there something broken within the bezel mechanism, or does it just need to be worn in a little bit? But it certainly does not click as freely as it should. I've rotated it several times now, and it's bound up on me multiple times. So what I will probably do is actually remove this bezel, replace the mechanism inside, or replace the bezel entirely. However, I do really like this brown bezel ring and the faux patina. I think it completes the look. So I might just buy a replacement bezel in the same style. Let's get some measurements. We have 20 millimeters for the bracelet. The bezel. The bezel comes in at 42.4 millimeters. Lug to lug. We're looking at 47.8. Let's take a look here at the crown. 46.4. And the dome. That is 30.7 millimeters right at the dome. Our next measurement is the case. So from back of the case to the top of that sapphire, 13.7 millimeters. The Milanese loop bracelet is actually pretty nice. It measures in starting at about 19.7 millimeters, and it actually tapers down to 18 millimeters, 18.1. The clasp has the Heimdallr logo. And that is what it looks like when it's on. I do like the brown and black and the cream color of the applied indices and the brown on the numbers within that bezel. This I just charged up, and it does have the C3 Super Luminova lume painted on the indices, on the pip, and on each of the hour, minute, and second hand. So let's go take a look at that. All right, so some quick final thoughts on the Heimdallr Sea Ghost. So again, $230. This is built in China on an assembly line, and they're making thousands of these, and they are in the color palette that I wanted. It looks really great. Fit and finish leaves a lot to be desired. This bezel is absolutely not functioning at the moment. I will be removing this bezel. I believe I've got a broken spring, which is preventing it from rotating, so it is bound up at the time. Would I buy this again? Meh, probably not. If I had to choose, and I can only have one, this is a watch I reviewed recently. This is the same style. This is this is by Custom Watch Mods France, and I bought this off of Etsy. Close to the same price point, $300-ish, $230-ish. This watch, the fit and finish, fantastic. This was clearly, lovingly put together by a modder who is a craftsperson, right? Whoever modded this watch did a wonderful job. You know, there are some differences. It's not the cupcake, functional helium release valve. The case is stainless steel, not titanium, but the fit and finish on this is fantastic. The bezel works, right? Oh yeah, that's the sound you're supposed to hear. That is a working bezel. I've worn this watch now for a couple of weeks. I've worn it to work. It's fantastic. It keeps time well. It is plus minus 4 seconds at this point, best I can tell. The Heimdallr watch, you know, it has not been tuned, so I'm sure it's probably in that 30-second a day plus or minus watch. So if I could only choose one, boy, I'm gonna have to go with this from Custom Watch Mods, which I purchased on Etsy. However, this has a different color palette, and I really like that color palette. So those are my thoughts. This watch, it's okay, but this watch you could tell the person who put it together loves what they do and they care. So I would put my money on that watch. All right, thank you. Hope you enjoyed.